Alright, so we're going to talk about the comic book movies of 2016, or I'm going to make this a little bit more general and say the superhero movies of 2016 and rank them. Now, there were actually 8 when you count Max Steel. So I'm going to rank them up, and number 8 is the worst, followed by number 1 being the best in my opinion. And I'm sure if anybody saw Max Steel, they're going to all agree that Max Steel is the worst superhero movie for 2016. This movie was so stupid, the acting was bad, the love interest was like a stalker, the villain was not all that good, played by Andy Garcia of all people, who was a very good actor. And then you had Maria Bello in this movie too, and she was wasted as well. You had an annoying sidekick robot, and it was just a stupid movie based on a toy, really. Really a dumb idea. Number 7, another movie that I don't like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Oh man, was this movie terrible. It had the worst Casey Jones cast ever. Stephen Amell was a great Green Arrow, but he is terrible as Casey Jones. He doesn't belong in that role. Should have got Norman Reedus instead, or maybe Aaron Taylor Johnson. I mean, he was great in Nocturnal Animals, so maybe he could handle the role. But no, not Stephen Amell. And Bebop and Rocksteady looking at their dicks through the movie, that was stupid. Really, the movie's not that good. I mean, there were some things that were good about it, but it was really not that good of a movie. And Shredder didn't even have a fight scene in the movie, so that's just plain dumb. Number 6. I'm a little bit shocked to change my opinion on this particular movie, but after thinking about a lot of the negatives that I have in this film, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, I have to put it at number 6 on the comic book movie list because I did not like Doomsday. I did not like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Talk about the worst Lex Luthor cast ever. We wanted Heisenberg, not Eisenberg. We wanted Bryan Cranston, not Jesse Eisenberg. What the heck? Not that great of a movie, really. And yeah, Batman and Superman were pretty good in the movie, although I don't like the idea of Batman branding criminals like they're cows. And Wonder Woman wasn't totally developed right. She was kind of tacked on, but Gal Gadot was okay in the movie. I am a little curious how the Wonder Woman movie is going to be, so I may go see that, but I don't know if I like this movie anymore. I mean, it has Jimmy Olsen dying in it. Yeah, I did say there were some positives in my review, but I don't know if I like this movie anymore. Number 5, Suicide Squad for the comic book movies of this year. I had a lot of problems with this movie. The editing is terrible. The music is not used well in this movie, and Jared Leto's Joker, oh man, his Joker is terrible. From what little you get to see of it, I mean, the Joker's not in it that much, but for what you see of it, it's not that great of a Joker. Really, they should have just tried something different, really. And I wish they had Margot Robbie dressed in one of the Harley Quinn costumes from the comic book or from the Arkham Asylum video game, instead of dressing her up to make her look like I don't know, something like Miley Cyrus kind of clothing or something. It was just really kind of stupid outfit, and really wasn't all that good of a movie. I mean, there were some good things about it maybe, but really wasn't all that great. The villain was terrible. Cara Delevingne is a belly dancer? It's just stupid. Number 4. Now here's where we get to the comic book movies I like, which all happen to be Marvel ones. X-Men Apocalypse. Now I actually like this movie despite all the hate that it got. I think it's still a pretty good movie. Yeah, there are some problems with it. There are some things I don't like about this movie. Like the fact that, I'm going to get into some spoilers in this movie, Archangel dies at the end. It was like, no, I don't want Archangel to die at the end. I would like to see more of Archangel in other movies, but they decided to kill him off, and they killed off Havoc too, without having a scene where both him and Cyclops are fighting side by side. That would have been awesome since they're both brothers. What the heck? And Jubilee was kind of wasted in this movie though. And there was this thing that Jubilee was going to be a big part of the movie, and she was barely in it really. Just reduced to a cameo once again. But I did like the movie. I mean, I liked the way Psylocke was used, and I liked Apocalypse, and I liked the new actress that they got to play Storm, and the actor that they got to play Nightcrawler. So I thought it was a very good movie nonetheless. And the Quicksilver scene was awesome. It's just not the best comic book movie for this year, obviously. Doctor Strange at number 3. Now, this was a great comic book movie. I know it's kind of formulaic, but it's still a good movie. And Benedict Cumberbatch is great as Doctor Strange. You got Chiwetel Ejiofor, who's awesome as Baron Mordo. The guy that played Wong was also very good. And Tilda Swinton was great as the Ancient One. The villain was pretty good. Yeah, he's kind of forgettable maybe, but I thought he was a pretty good villain, and I love the way Doctor Strange stands up against Dormammu at the end. I didn't realize Dormammu was going to be in this movie. I thought they were going to wait until a sequel to bring him in, and they brought him in. I was like, oh wow, Dormammu's going to be in this. And the way he defeats him with, Dormammu, I've come to bargain, over and over again like Groundhog's Day. It was hilarious and great. So I did like the Doctor Strange movie. So much I'm actually keeping my goatee. Number 2, Captain America Civil War. Yeah, I was kind of debating which movie should be number 1 between the last 2 comic book movies, Captain America Civil War, Deadpool. And Captain America Civil War does a great job, reintroduces Spider-Man, introducing us to Black Panther. Does a great job of having a fight between half of the Avengers versus another half of the Avengers. Captain America's half versus Iron Man's half. And a good job with the political debate. There were some aspects that could have been added into the debate that did come up in other movies, like the fact that the council that is no longer around wanted to shoot a missile into Manhattan back in the first Avenger movie to deal with the Chitauri. That could have been a great argument for Captain America to use. Maybe Captain America's team didn't really know about that. I don't know. But anyway, it's still a great movie. I mean, that airport scene is awesome, and I really did like this movie. And it handles 2 titans fighting against each other a hell of a lot better than Batman v Superman. Finally, my number 1 movie for comic book movies this year, at least, is Deadpool. Deadpool is a fantastic comic book movie. It's what we were waiting for with this character. I've rewatched this movie a lot of times when I got the Blu-ray, and Ryan Reynolds is fantastic as the character. The villain is kind of generic maybe, but it's meant to be part of the satire of comic book movies in general, so it works for this movie. And I love the woman that they got to be the love interest from Firefly. She was great in the movie. You had a great Colossus, finally a Russian Colossus, that's awesome. Negasonic Teenage Warhead was great in the movie too, and everything about this movie was just awesome. Give me the chimichanga. So that's my list with the comic book movies. I'm going to do the best and the worst list, and that may take a few videos for each list. I may take like maybe 3 videos for each list, perhaps. And that's all I gotta say for now.